Hi there. The name's Yazakh. I guess we'll be working together now, huh?
Guess so. Name's Thogra. You're from Cyrodiil, I reckon.
Actually, yes, I am. You caught on to that pretty quickly, huh?
Where you talk, that's why. Anyway, I'm from there too. Breville. You?
Oh, I'm from Skingrad. Sorry, I'm just surprised you could tell. Growing up, people used to say I didn't sound like I was from Cyrodiil at all.
Dunno, you sound Cyrodiilic to me. Been in Skyrim long then?
Not very. I've explored a little bit, but I still feel pretty green about this place, if you'll, excuse the bad joke. How about you?
Nice one, eh? Me, I don't stay in one place much most days, but I've been around. Anyway, good meeting you. Always like to travel with another orc.
Likewise. Should be an interesting experience. So, you hunt bandits. Is that your job, or do you just enjoy doing it? I won't judge if it's the latter.
Makes me some money, and I have fun doing it. Business and pleasure, eh? What? Thinking about getting into bounty hunting yourself? Got some contacts. I could introduce you if you'd like.
I'm not exactly the type. Not on my own, at least.
Huh. What do you do, anyway? Don't think I ever asked.
Well, I'm a writer. I write things. You know, books, plays, that kind of thing.
What, for real? You can make a living that way? How many did you have to write?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I make a living from it. I mainly get by thanks to the, hospitality of the Bard's College. For all their faults, they do at least provide necessities if I can't cover them just through sales of my published work.
Bard's College? Really? Why?
You know, I ask myself the same question sometimes. I guess when I first came to Skyrim, it seemed like the most logical place for me to go.
I mean, how did you manage to, deal with them? I mean, without taking their instruments and sticking them up there. Wait, I get it. So that's why you had to leave Solitude so quickly, eh? Well done.
Yeah, well, Finn's loot did go missing shortly after I got into an argument with Inga Sixfingers. I'll just leave it at that.
Good one, Yaz. I knew you were the clever type.
Well, I try my best, I suppose.
Hey, Yaz. Did I hear that right?
Hear what right?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna ask, are you really from Orsinium? Thought you said Skingrad, but...
I'd consider myself to be from Skingrad, since it's where I grew up. Yeah, I was born in Orsinium, but I was only a baby when my family left.
Damn. So you don't remember any of it, do you? Or have you been there since? I wonder what it's like. I mean, is it more like a stronghold or more like a city? I've heard it was big. Real big. Don't know if it's true, though. But if it is, then it can't be too much like a stronghold, eh? I mean, with everyone married to the king and such. That would be a bit weird, I reckon. Do they speak common there? What does the place look like? Always wanted to visit, but never found the... Anyway, sorry. Just hoped you might know is all.
That's a lot of questions. I think my answer to most of them is that I haven't been since, so I don't remember any of it. Also, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm honestly not sure if I'd even be interested in seeing what it's like there. But maybe one day?
Oh, really? Why? That is, it's your business, I guess. I just wonder... I mean, stuff like where we come from, who we are. Don't you think that's interesting?
I do think it's interesting, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sure I'd be very welcome in Orsinium. Lots of traditional types, I imagine.
I see. I never thought of it that way, I guess. You could be right about that. Still, I think I'll make my way there someday, sooner or later. Maybe. I'll have to think about it some more. Yes, got a moment?
Sure, Thogra. What's up?
The thing you said a couple days ago about traditional orc types. What did you mean by that? I mean, if you want to talk about it. Don't want to pry or anything. It just got me thinking.
Oh, yeah. Look, it's not that I have anything against orcs who are more traditionally minded, not at all. It's just that in my personal experience, the orcs who are like that don't tend to like me very much. Or at least, that's how they come across.
I see. I mean, I think I see. Stronghold types, eh? I don't know what to make of them myself.
Between the dragons and the storm
Yeah,
cloaks,
stronghold types.
times indeed.
You have much experience with them?
I met some when I was in the Legion, and later too, when I stayed at gra-Mugur for a bit. They were... don't know how to describe it. There's a lot of stuff I'd never have learned if it wasn't for them. History, customs... Shit, I wouldn't even be worshipping Malakath if they hadn't taught me who Malakath was. Don't know about your family, but in mine we didn't really talk about that stuff. My ma died when I was 5, and my uncle only cared where his next drink was coming from. So I guess I owe the Stronghold folks for teaching me, eh? But when I looked at them, I always knew I wasn't one of them, and I could see they knew it too. And they would never, ever forget it. Don't let me bore you with my blather. I meant to ask, how was it with you?
I'll admit, the few I've met in person never taught me anything as valuable as that. They were mostly just dismissive and condescending. My parents are very much not the traditional sort. I sometimes got the impression they were ashamed of being orcs, to some degree. I probably inherited some of that from them, unwittingly. Maybe the Stronghold orcs picked up on that, and that's why they didn't like me. And honestly, I don't think I made it very easy for them to like me either.
Huh. Why'd you reckon?
Well, I may have been a bit dismissive and condescending towards them in turn. I hate to admit it, but it is what it is.
Honestly, good on you. Taste of their own medicine and all that. Look, if you ask me, there's nothing to be ashamed of, us being orcs. And anyway, there's no one gonna look at us and think we're Altma, so it's all the same in the end. Might as well be proud, eh? Some of them Stronghold folks? Well, I mean, most of them are good people, sure, but there's as many nasty little pissants there as anywhere else. Must be one of those, what you call them, universal truths.
I suppose you're right. Every group has its bad apples. And yeah, I should try to be more proud of being an orc, even if only because so much of Nirn wants me to feel otherwise. So Thogra, not sure how else to broach this topic without being blunt, so you're a Legion deserter too?
Huh? What do you mean, too? I mean, yeah, I guess I am. But yourself as well? Didn't even know you were in the Legion. Malakath, boil my blood. We really are a matched pair, eh? So, what happened? If you don't mind talking about it, that is.
Oh, nothing dramatic or anything. I just gradually got more and more bored until I eventually stopped bothering to show up. Honestly, I made so little an impression during my service that I don't think anyone even cares I left. Or at the very least, no one cared enough to track me down or make me face any consequences for it.
I see. I guess it wasn't a big deal for you then.
Not really. I learned how to better handle myself in combat, but that's about it. I get that it was a lot more foundational for you, though.
Foundational. You've got away with words, eh, Yaz? Must be the bard in you. No offense. Anyway, yeah, you could say that. At first I joined mainly because I didn't want to stay in Bravil 1 minute longer if I could help it. Legion feeds you and pays you, gives you a place to live. So it seemed like a solid choice. Sure, it can get you killed, but I thought that getting killed in a real battle was still better than getting knifed fighting over scraps in Bravil. Most anything would be better than that. And then it turned out I liked being a soldier. It felt like it meant something. As time as I wonder. Pfft, never mind. Water under the bridge. Anyway, Yaz, why did you enlist?
I, joined impulsively. I don't always think my decisions through very thoroughly. I think there was a part of me that wanted to get some more life experience or artistic inspiration or something like that. I feel kind of bad now, like I'm belittling your time in the Legion in some way.
It's not me you're belittling. It was all just some bad nonsense to you, huh? You never cared one bit, not even about your squad. You know what? I really don't get you sometimes.
And I don't get why I'd have to care about a group of people who never bothered to care about me. You got something out of the experience of serving, and I'm glad. But all I got was ennui. You, do know what ennui means, right?
Yeah, it means why do I waste my time talking to a bard? Whatever. I've got stuff to do. Bye.
Yeah, well, you go do whatever. I obviously won't care.
Hey. Hey, Yaz. Got a moment?
No, we're talking again. Fine, go right ahead.
Sorry. For, the other day. I said a lot of nasty stuff and... Anyway, I'm sorry.
Alright. Apology accepted. And also, I'm sorry too. I'm not proud of a lot of what I said.
Nah, you're fine. You didn't... I shouldn't have started it. I wasn't there. Didn't know how things were with your squad. Wasn't my business in the first place. Honestly, it wasn't even you I was angry at. I near bit your head off because sometimes I think about the Legion and I wish I hadn't left. So there you have it. Not my best moment, eh?
Those snowbacked Imperials renounced humanity.
Anyway, if it's
when they laid
alright
down
with you,
before the Thogra.
I hope we can work together like before. I've got to say I've missed our
I wonder
talks.
if there's Imperials hiding here somewhere.
Yeah, same here. I'll try not to be so glib about things in the future. Although, sometimes that's easier said than done.
Fair enough. And thanks, Yaz. You're a good one, you know?
Oh, well, thanks. You too.
Got a minute, Yaz? Wanted to ask you about something you said.
Alright, go ahead. It's not about one of the times I stuck my foot in my mouth, is it?
Don't worry, I'm just curious about something. You said you were in the Legion because you were looking for inspiration. What did you mean by that?
I mean, it's embarrassing to say, but artistic inspiration. For potential future books, plays, that sort of thing. Like, there was a part of me that briefly thought if I had some army experience, it'd make me writing about soldiers feel more authentic.
Way you speak of it, I'm guessing it didn't work.
Those snowbacked
I mean, it
Imperials
worked in a
renounced
way.
humanity when they laid
I just
down before
realized
the
that
Thogra.
authenticity often isn't very glamorous.
How do you mean?
I realized if I wrote about my experience without huge embellishments, the results wouldn't be very eventful or meaningful. There's a huge reason writers make things up, because the truth is often much more mundane than we'd like it to be.
I'll be honest with you. I don't get it. How can something be meaningful if it's made up?
Because you can bring your own meaning to things, I suppose. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm rambling a bit, to be honest with you.
I see. Hey, maybe you can show me one of your stories someday. Suppose it'd be easy to understand if I could see an example, eh?
Sure. I should still have some of my writing back in my room at the Bard's College. Next time we're there, I could grab some for you.
Sure. Gonna be interesting.
Hey, Thogra, I managed to find some of my writing, if you're still interested in having a read.
Sure. Yeah. What's it about?
Well, I found one in particular that might be to your liking. It's about a meeting between two orc warriors from rival strongholds.
Oh, yeah, that sounds interesting. Let's see it. Huh. In his mother's... Good one. Got to remember that. This bit here is wrong, though.
Oh, which bit is that?
Here, see? Can't cook liver like that. Got to remove the, what's it called? The filmy bit first. And the tubes. And any green bits. You don't want the green bits, trust me on that. Oh, wait. Is that one of the meaningful things you told me about earlier?
Actually, yes, it's supposed to be a metaphor for... for how some people try to look tougher by forcing themselves to suffer. Like the two warriors want to prove themselves to each other by cooking the liver badly. Very much a deliberate choice on my part. I mean, I've never personally cooked a liver that fresh before, but avoiding gristle is usually the way to go.
Metaphor, eh? Never would have guessed. Maybe there's more to that bard stuff than I thought. The metaphors are pretty clever.
Yeah, they sure are.
Hey, Yaz, wanna do something fun?
Well, it depends on your idea of fun.
Don't worry, you'll like it. Make a few septims, too. You were thinking about trying out bounty hunting, yeah? Got this contract you may want to do, Captain. How do you feel about cutting up a few bandits for money?
You should be taking the fight to the storm.
I don't think that was something I said, but you know what? If you've got the contract already, then I wouldn't mind tagging along.
Nice. Here we go, take a look. Nasty little piece of dun who wants to be a big bad warlord. Probably a bunch of henchmen too. Let's make it a group outing, eh? Maybe you could even write a metaphor about it.
Sure, a metaphor about, cleaning up dung, I guess. That's all I've got, I'm afraid.
Ha, works for me. Come on, let's see who can kill more of those bandits scum. 5 points for
Between
the
the
chief.
dragons and the stormcloaks.
Get them.
Is there ever gonna be an end? Let's go!
I feel far worse than you.
You're on your last leg. Feels like fighting us to the death was a bad idea, huh?
Wait a tick. Got something for you lot. Here you go. Our money for that bandit bounty we did. Not bad, eh?
Yeah, I think it went pretty well. How many points did you get?
Ha! 3 at least. But to be honest with you, I was having so much fun that I forgot to count. You?
I got, 12 points, I think?
Well done. Let's say this one goes to you, eh? I'll buy you a drink next time we're in a tavern. Anyway, how about your bard stuff? Got any of that inspiration while we were chopping heads?
Not sure yet. I think I'll have a clearer picture once I've had that drink you're offering.
All right. Just remember to mention the part where I grabbed that big guy's shield and bashed him over the head with it. It can be a metaphor
I
for
wonder if there's Imperials hiding here
something.
somewhere.
You're the bard, eh? I'll leave that part to you.
Yeah, I'm sure I can come up with plenty of ideas for what that would be a metaphor for. Maybe it could represent, you disliking his face.
Ha! See, I told you. The metaphors are mighty clever. Come on then, let's go get these drinks. My treat.